The current administration's response to the pandemic and my own family's experience with COVID has only cemented my resolve to participate politically. It's been a long, slow, arduous process to recovery, but one that we attack every day with a lot of gratitude for the result, because it hasn't turned out that way for over 175,000 other families. And that's not something that we take lightly whatsoever. I did not vote in 2016, which was by no means unique among my demographic and age group, but is a decision that I quickly regretted and have come to more in the past 4 years, as the current leadership has affected me and my family more and more intimately. Around the end of March, different members of my family started feeling unwell with symptoms that were consistent with the virus. And my dad, it hit him hardest, and he just never really turned the corner and got better. He was prescribed hydroxychloroquine. After starting to take that drug, he didn't sleep for 3 days in a row. His heart was racing. He had shortness of breath. By the 4th day, we were rushing him to the hospital, and he was having a heart attack. And we think it was in large part due to the prescription and application of that drug. He remained in ICU for almost the entire month of April, during which my mom, sisters, and I lived phone call to phone call, checking in with his nurses and doctors. What it ended up doing the trick for my dad was a plasma exchange. They basically recycled his plasma with fresh plasma. It wasn't plasma with somebody with antibodies. So he managed to come home around the end of April, and since then has been going to physical therapy every day, in which he's essentially had to learn how to walk again. Every physical function atrophied while he was in bed for a month.
The thing that's lost on the general public as it relates to the virus is that as a survivor, most of my trauma is physical. I'm trying to pick up the pieces of who I was physically. Our son Grant, my wife Kelly, and our daughters Chandler and Cameron experienced the emotional trauma of almost losing me several times.
It was incredibly difficult to watch press conferences every day.
The frontline workers, many are taking it. I happen to be taking it.
Hydroxychloroquine?
I'm taking it, hydroxychloroquine.
When?
Right now, yeah.
And we had to sit and watch that, him talk about the drug that might have killed my father in that sort of offhand manner.
My situation was more dire than we can even articulate. And it's caused us as a family to fight through that emotion together. But it's also caused us to look at our country and the world in a much different way.
In 2016, a big reason that I didn't vote was because of my skepticism over how much big government matters and how much it affects me. It's never been clear how much big government does matter, how much competent leadership from the top down can be at times of life or death importance.
I don't think that the virus was a political agenda, but it certainly has been politicized. It's difficult to have a positive perspective toward the decisions that this administration made.